twin sister. We got my only daughter. Got her to Kirinyaga. Damari and Martin are out there in the UK. My little boy, Clay, very fond of him. Ken and Mama Pauline and Gebo and Siomodi. That's the camp we are playing. Can't mention my daughter, I know by name. So that's her name. To my friends and family, who are here or watching online, and what I'm about to say is very personal, very deep. To my darling wife, Pauline, who is watching, the mother of our children, you know, you are a vision bearer. And you've been amazing. And every day, every moment, you keep on amazing me. May the good Lord grant you the healing we've all been waiting for. To our fellow citizens, including those in the diaspora, wazalendo wenzetu, ng'ambo, mahala popote mulipo, we have come of age as a nation. To the international community present here today, I acknowledge your presence, members of the diplomatic corps, and those who are here personally sent representatives. We thank you. You are true partners in this journey of having a stable nation among the community of nations. Well, Deputy President, my brother, Rigathi Gachagua, my twin sister, Mother Wangari Karua, my young brother, Eugene Wamalwa, my brother Fred Okengo Matiangi, Speaker Emeritus, one of our most distinguished Kenyan leaders, our brother J.B. Muturi. And I really commend you for writing that wonderful book. Every Kenyan who cares about his country should read J.B. Muturi's book, Calling the Country to Order. And others who have come, my friend Professor Ajakoya has sent a message of congratulation. Our friend Governor Mutembei of Tanzania has actually gone down with flu. He really wanted to be here. Thank you for coming here as our special observers. And I want to recognize Engineer Maina, who is also representing our brother, Governor Peter Munya. Fellow patriots, and now we seek your indulgence. I seek your indulgence. Comrades, power. Comrades, silence. Today, I stand before you with both a heavy heart and renewed determination. Our country is hurting. Our people are suffering. And this suffering is not accidental. It is the direct result of poor leadership, misplaced priorities, and a betrayal of public trust. Yet, even as we acknowledge the pain, we must never lose sight of our power to change things. I'm here today not to lament, but to lead a revolution of hope, to remind you the Kenyan spirit is unbroken, and that the dream of a better nation still burns brightly in our hearts. Wazalendo wenzangu, please listen clearly. Hope is alive, and together we shall reclaim our country, we shall rebuild our economy, and restore the dignity to every Kenyan household. Our patriotic front chose this venue, Uhuru Park, for many reasons, some of which have been elaborated by our brother Zain. History has been made here, and today, our present and our future will be proclaimed from this venue. This is our, please give me your ear. We'll come to that. This is our present circumstance today. And let us speak honestly about where we are. Na wauliza jameni unyamaza. Wewe nyamaza kidogo. Each day dawns with a new levy, a new penalty, and a new heartbreak. We pay taxes for services we never receive. No jobs, no medicine, no food, and no relief. This is not taxation for development. It is taxation for the survival of a few who know Ruto. We are a nation with one of the best educated populations in Africa. Yet our young people, bright, creative, and full of potential, remain unemployed and disillusioned. Our graduates hawk goods on the streets, while unqualified cronies occupy top positions in government. This is not the Kenya we envisioned, or indeed that envisioned by our founding fathers. Our hospitals are understaffed and under-equipped. Mothers give birth in fear, literally, in fear, because they don't know whether this share thing will pay their bill. Doctors go unpaid. Our hospitals run out of essential drugs. What should be universal health care has been turned into a playground of corruption. Share shift forced on Kenyans has become the most consequential threat to our well-being. Education, once the key to opportunity, has become a burden. Parents are drowning in debt. Teachers and lecturers are demoralized. Students are uncertain of their future. As we speak, some of our best brains in this country, university dons, are on strike, and nobody seems to care. They have gotten our universities defunded, literally. A government that toys with children's education has lost its moral compass. And what of our economy? Once a beacon of growth, it now lies in disarray. Industries have closed, investors are fleeing, and ordinary Kenyans are and find doors shut and their jobs shifted to neighboring countries because of this regime's taxation policy. What about this regime's insatiable appetite for loans upon loans upon loans? Kenya's public debt under this regime has become an albatross around our necks. They call it bottom-up economics. But what we see is bottomless corruption and a top-down greed. It is not an economic plan. It is an economic funeral, I dare say. This regime has attempted to capture all institutions to do their unconstitutional bidding. They have captured Parliament, and that is why today it stands impeached. They have tried to capture the media, and today we thank the majority of the press for not bowing to that pressure. That's why you are here today, and we are very proud of you. They have attempted to capture the judiciary. We ask you not to cede to these nefarious regimes' attempt to undermine you, for justice and truth are the common ties of society. Worse still is this regime's 3-year dismantle of our celebrated diplomacy. They condemn regional insecurity and neglect of the international community, all while they are linked to its escalation of wars in our region, the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Sudan in particular. This regime sells arms, and hear me, Kenyans, because it's a day to speak the truth for what it is. This regime sells arms and gets illegal gold in return. Honestly, what you are witnesses to is a horror movie directed by a know-it-all director who is a star and the supporting cast of his own show. The Ruto regime calls for reforms of international institutions and global agendas, including climate change, while he auctions our forests for carbon credits for his own personal aggrandizement. Kenyans must know this. Even our forests, our national parks are up for auction. The very oxygen we actually breathe. Most heartbreaking of all is the plight of our young people, the Gen Z generation. Bold, creative, and courageous, took to the streets to demand justice, to demand jobs, to demand dignity and accountability. But their voices on June 25th, 2024 were met not with dialogue, but with bullets and intimidation. A government that silences its own children has lost the right to lead. Wazalendo wenzangu. But I stand here to tell you, we are not doomed. Kenya can rise again, and Kenya will rise again. Under a patriotic administration, and together with our partners, we shall build a nation that works for all, not for a select few. We will deliver a 24-hour economy that ensures all of us are part and parcel of growing our basket, and together we shall lower the cost of living. Costs of fuel and electricity must be lowered if we are to get these jobs back to our industry, if we are going to yet again attempt to industrialize our country. Transformational projects like the High Grand Falls Dam that will generate 700 megawatts of electricity, a Vision 2030 project under Kibaki and ourselves, must be activated, not Ruto-preneured. We will cut unnecessary taxes, such as the punitive affordable housing levy. That is nothing short of quindy to steal from Kenyans. We have said time and again, Executive Order number 1, get rid of housing levy. We will have an affordable, relatable, and predictable policy that not only addresses our challenges, but also considers the vast opportunities in manufacturing, in agriculture, in education, and in blue economy. Our economy be driven by innovation and integrity, not corruption and coercion. We will create 3 jobs for the youth. Every county We'll have a functional youth enterprise fund. Remember, youth enterprise fund swept under the carpet. Which will be transparent and theft-free. We'll establish technology hubs, create centers and local industries to absorb young talent. Professionalism, not Rutoism, will get you a job. Wazalendo wenzangu, I promise you this. The Wiper Patriotic Front's Director of Elections will not become your next chairman of Kenya Revenue Authority. That will never happen. No child should ever be denied education because of poverty. We will fund our schools adequately, value our teachers, and recognize vocational skills alongside academic qualifications. Real education, not those fake self-appointed degreeship, but must once again be the bridge to opportunity. Our patriotic administration will restore dignity and meaning to our schools and our universities. We will not be a striking nation. We shall be a working, dignified nation. We will deliver affordable, quality health care for all. Medicines will be available in every hospital, and our healthcare workers will be respected and fairly compensated. Health will not be a privilege. It is a right, and indeed an Article 43 right of our Constitution. We will build a just, safe, and united Kenya. Police brutality, obviously, will end. In fact, I think it has ended today, because if anybody had wanted to bring goons here, it can't work. No more abductions, because those are terrible. And no more fear. We will unite Kenyans across all communities, because a divided nation indeed cannot prosper. These are not empty promises. These are concrete plans, practical, people-centered, and achievable. This is what a Kalonzo Musyoka-led administration will stand for: justice, opportunity, dignity, constitutionalism, and the rebirth of this nation. My brothers and my sisters, the time for lamentation is over. The time for excuses is gone. The moment for change is now. This movement is not about you, the people of Kenya. It is about your families, it's about your children, about your children's children, and the future of this nation. Ruto ordered you to be shot not in the head, but in the legs, because you dared to exercise your constitutional rights. I urge you, fellow Kenyans, and the Gen Zs, and the young Kenyans, I urge you today to shoot Ruto at the ballot. If you have not yet, I implore you to register to vote. How many of you are ready to shoot Ruto at the ballot? This is what will make Ruto one term. Komboa Kenya. Komboa Kenya. Harambee. When we rise together, no mountain is too high. When we rise together, no government can suppress us. When we rise together, Kenya will rise again. Are you ready for change? Are you ready for justice? Are you ready for a better Kenya? Then let us rise up together. Wazalendo wenzangu, this is our moment. We cannot allow despair to kill our dreams, nor exceptionally corrupt and insensitive leadership to steal our future. We will build a Kenya where leadership is honest, justice is real, and opportunity, as I said, is equal. We'll build a Kenya where every child is safe, even in our own living room. we will in honor and remembrance, remember Bridget Joki, who was shot by a police bullet in Kiambu, sitting by her parents' living room, watching television. And she got killed, shot. So even our living rooms are not safe. I salute our farmers, our mama boggers, and our border riders. The border riders actually escorted me this morning. I thank you. The true backbone of this country. I celebrate our youth, the beacons of hope will keep faith alive. From Lamu to Kiambu, from Isiolo to Bungoma, from Nairobi to Kisumu, from Wote to Turkana, from Tharaka to Kajiado, from Mombasa to Meru, and from Sugoi to Seikuru. We all deserve dignity, justice, and honest leadership. Together, we shall stood the test of time. A very great possibility. The last man. How many of you are ready to stand with the last man standing? May God bless the wife of Patriotic Front. Thank you so much for putting the confidence in me. You know, we always work as a team. We consult. Even when we decided, and I remember it was Dr. Makali Molu who came up with the adage, Kufa driver, Kufa Makan, when there was a motion of impeachment. We said, if you must impeach Rigathi Gachagua, impeach William Ruto kwanza. I think they have since realized the folly of those actions. Actions have consequences. And those consequences are bringing the new dawn. We thank William Ruto for impeaching Rigathi Gachagua, so that together we are going to liberate even William Ruto himself from this type of problem. And they say, it was Shakespeare who said, there's a tide in the affairs of man, taken its height, leads to fortune. Abundant, the rest of life is lived in mystery. It's a paraphrasing. I want to encourage you, Ndugu Rigathi, you stand stronger than when you are deputy president. Nobody knew you. Now the country knows you. My sister mother, my twin sister, you were with Ruto, Raila's running mate. You were the first one to say, he, haifanyiki, most principled, amazing Kenyan lady, even the region, standing for justice, and everywhere in our region. My sister mother, I'm very proud that you call me your political twin. We will stand together. My brother Eugene, my mother, these last 2 years, we've been on those trips everywhere, across the length and breadth of this country, waiting for other friends to come like Fred Matiang'i. And JB Muturi was waiting for him to be fired. And he got fired. And it is good that Ruto fired JB Muturi. My brother Setorome, a brilliant mind in numbers. You see, now we're going to lead this revolution in real time. This coming election will not be stealable. And we must tell IBC, either they want to be on the right side of the history and deliver that image of a rotten IBC, or they're going to do the just thing. Data-driven campaign. That is what our brother Torome Saitoti is able to do along with other people. We are so proud of it. Our brother, Governor Mutembei, you did meet severally with our friends and our brother Eugene. We urged you that for the sake of all of us, any of us bleeding will get all of us bleeding. So we must hold together. Allow me to thank our 3 governors from Makwiny, Machakos, and Kitui for standing strong. For standing very, very strong. Yani, they know what the Constitution says. What the Constitution says. They know. There are 2 levels of government. They're independent, they know. So I told them, when William Ruto comes calling, you are the governor, but he must recognize you. You are the home governor. You are the ruler of your county. Don't go out there. William Ruto does not believe in devolution. Even if he is trying everything to kill devolution, we will make sure that the 3 of you will multiply and multiply. God willing, when we take the count in 2027, we shall be more than 30 governors in this, so that we can save our country. I want to thank our members of parliament. If you can please stand. I'm very proud of those team. That team, they refused kupatiwa pesa na briefcases. They stood. I can see a lot of you others are going to join Wiper Patriotic Movement because of you. So we celebrate you. We celebrate you. Our MCAs, if you could please stand wherever you are. Never mind the confusion once in a while. Governor Douglas Bilo, you are smart here and you know how to hold the ground. Thank you for putting the question and for endorsing my candidature. May God bless you. The people of Makwiny, the people of Kitui, the people of Machakos, and we have MCAs, the people of Taita Taveta. The majority leader is from Taita Taveta. We thank you. We even our deputy leader, all the way from Dadaab, Farah Mahalim. Of course, he has since resigned willingly. We wish him well wherever he goes, wherever his political journey takes him. I'm not the type of person to wish anybody ill. And all other MCAs, you had somebody from Busia and others, and Nairobi. Hey, Mheshimiwa Mawadha and the teams here, we thank you. We really recognize you. Yeah? So, Nyamira Kisii, whoever has imagined Wiper is a regional party is absolutely wrong. But I want to give you one promise. Today, this front will grow in leaps and bounds. And together with our partners we don't want to call ourselves at the united opposition. This is a government in waiting. This is a government. I want to recognize all of you delegates from Mashinani, wherever part of the country you come from. I have a little daughter called Nadi Girole. Nadi, I think you speak out there. That little girl, our late father was a candidate for Isiolo North one time when we were ODM Kenya. She is sharp. She's grown. And the tutelage of my wife and also Kalonzo Musyoka Foundation. we have tried to reach out to every corner. That's my daughter. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. I know that Mother has to leave about now. With everybody's permission, I think the Master of Ceremony will take over, but maybe allow Mother, when the rest of us are dressed. They are the super delegates, they are Fred. Oh, Fred, you also want to talk here? They are the super delegates, so we allow Mother and Fred, but JB, Terome Saitoti, and the chairman of PNU, engineer, will all go out there and speak. Our brother Rigiji, those people cannot wait to hear you. And we'll take a break after this, allow what the Master of Ceremony will say, and then together we'll talk to the super delegates. I thank you. May God bless you. May God bless Kenya. Thank you.
Your Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka, Wiper's duly nominated presidential candidate for 2027. Delegates to this NDC, my dear brothers